Gosh, has it been a week already? Time moves so fast in this day and age with constant information coming at you like a freight train. It's overwhelming. So let's take 10 or so, hang out, and have a relaxed chat about how you could be spending your weekend. It's Weekend at the Lake, everybody, presented by Surdyke Yamaha and sponsored by Our Veterinary, and I'm David Leatherberry, your host who is hoping to bring his and your heart rate at least 10 BPM lower. It's summer, so let's get on to lake time. Before we get going, however, my friends over at Surdyke Yamaha want to say hey and show you some of their amazing stuff. Come on in, guys.
Visit Surdyke Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
You know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. Grocery shopping is kinda lame. It's expensive as heck right now. Unless you meal plan, you're mostly just kind of guessing and hoping you just happen to buy what you're gonna be in the mood to eat later. And the stores always have the exact same music playing. I love 80s music as much as the next guy, but come on, I'm just here to get chocolate milk and toilet paper, and I end up feeling like Cyndi Lauper is stalking the aisles with a 30-06, using "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" as a battle cry as she closes in to get me and my cart full of essentials. If you don't have my deranged imagination to keep you entertained, then the remedy might just be our local farmers markets. That was a weird transition. Anyway, farmers markets make shopping for produce into a real event. Fresh vegetables and meat, eggs, fruit, the works, all locally sourced and in great outdoor locations. Sunshine, great people who are passionate about farming and agriculture, and even unique products you wouldn't find at chain locations like homemade soaps. I got some beeswax candles sculpted to look like hunks of honeycomb a while back, and I can't bring myself to burn them because I like them too much. We have a number of fantastic farmers markets here at the lake operating Wednesdays and Saturdays. One I am happy to recommend is the one at the Camden County Museum, running on Wednesdays from 3 to 6 p.m. until December 6th. I can't wait to see what they'll have when it gets closer to the holidays. And remember, the most ethical way to shop is to shop local. But there's something much bigger this weekend, isn't there? That's right, it's Memorial Day weekend, so naturally we have lots of fireworks shows on the horizon as we celebrate the brave folks who gave their lives in battles foreign and domestic, be it across the sea or the battle that continues when the weapons are put down. There are plenty of veterans in my life that matter a lot to me, one being significantly the most important, so Memorial Day means a lot. If you want to enjoy the show, the lights, the sounds, the smell of magnesium smoke, here are some options. The Inn at Grand Glaze will have a fireworks display starting at dusk, and so will Bare Bottoms Resort. Lodge of Four Seasons will be putting one on as well, covering a good array of the lake area. There should be one decently close to you, so whichever is nearest or just whichever one you like the best should be right for you. And an important reminder as we go into Memorial Day. It isn't just a fun weekend, I know. I'm sorry to be a buzzkill, but remember to honor those it's all about, and that means honoring the ones who did make it home as well. Fireworks are fun, but if you plan to set off any at home, please ask around your neighborhood before you do. Explosive sounds can be very unpleasant to a lot of combat veterans for extremely understandable reasons. So if you live by one, try not to ruin one's night when you're supposed to be celebrating them. Just check in with them and see if it's all right. Otherwise, be safe and have fun. And to all who have served, be they here or departed, thank you. May we be better in the future so that one day we might not have to ask the young people of this country to carry the burdens you had to. Now, we'll take a brief pause to hear a word from our friends at Our Veterinary. Take it away, guys.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
There is no love so pure as the partnership of animal and man. Or some poetic junk like that. Back to the fun stuff. I suck at trivia. That's because I hyper-focus on certain subjects that interest me and I fail to become well-rounded in my base of knowledge. Maybe you're like me. Maybe that hyper-focus was directed at the Lake of the Ozarks itself. Maybe you can name the guys who worked on building Bagnell Dam, or know how many miles of shoreline the lake has. If that's you, you've got a pretty good chance of winning at this one. Jones's Gin Joint is hosting an Ozark and LOZ-themed trivia night to raise funds for the Magic Dragon Trail System. My guy DJ Kyle is hosting, and he brings a ton of fun and charisma to trivia events, so that's a heck of a perk. It all takes place on Wednesday, May 31st from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Seating is limited, so snag your tickets ahead of time. There's a couple different packages based on whether you're bringing a team and what kind of perks you want going into the game. You can also get appetizers and desserts, so, if you have your team all figured out and just need a guy to fill a seat, I'm happy to show up and eat my weight in finger food. For more info and tickets, see branchesforthelake.square.site/s/shop. I'm sorry for how long that link is. Do I smell an opportunity to talk about LOZ gaming again? Well, I can't pass that up, can I? That's right, my boy Brian and the gang have been absolutely cooking lately with cool stuff to do, and LOZ gaming is taking off like a 747 with rocket engines. It's not just a place to chill and play video games, folks. LOZ Gaming is actually hosting a geek market, meaning there will be vendors set up selling board games, video games, consoles, trading cards, figurines, all the good stuff. I love events like this, because when nerds gather, it really just becomes a celebration of the stories, characters, and hobbies that people are passionate about. Just a bunch of folks in one place because of how much they love something, and that just makes me happy to think about. The market is Saturday, June 3rd, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at their brick-and-mortar location. That's at 830 North Business Route 5 in Camdenton. Definitely worth checking out. And last, my friends, but far, far from least, it's summertime, and we all know what happens at the Lake of the Ozarks in the summertime. Well over 30 years strong, and our very own Captain Ron's bringing in professional racers from across the nation. It's the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, a whole season of events leading up to the big days where fast boats rip through the water faster than they did last year, and we're getting started for 2023. The Run What You Brung Poker Run is Sunday, June 4th, starting at 9 a.m. at Captain Ron's. Stops include Naughty Fish, Larry's on the Lake, Paradise, Redheads, and ends at Dog Days at 5 p.m. Registration includes the boat, one poker hand, and a t-shirt. You can purchase additional shirts for $25 each and $25 per hand, or 5 hands for $100. Proceeds go towards benefiting Jessica and Malachi Brazil Foundation in support of foster kids who age out of the system and have to get their lives started. A huge endeavor. So have fun, win some cash, and support some people in need. Sounds like a winning combo to me. Now, on this week's Community Spotlight, Chris sits down with Chad and Katie Brewer from New Spring Wellness Center. Catch it here on Lake TV every day at 9:02 a.m., 3:02 p.m., and 7:02 p.m. And next up on Cup of Coffee with Wild Will and Uncle Chris, they talk about the Lakeport Village TIFF, Memorial Day traffic, and the new season of the LOZ Doc series. See it daily at 8:02 a.m., 1:02 p.m., and 8:02 p.m. on Lake TV. And Happy Hour with DJ Kyle, Constance Hoffman from COMC pays a visit, and we have some year-round fun with Surdyke at the Loop. Watch it daily on Lake TV at 7:02 a.m., 5:02 p.m., and 11:02 p.m. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok to stay connected with us. And if you have an event you want discussed here on the show, make sure you send me the information at davidl@mylaketv.com. I'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our show, folks. Once again, can't thank you all enough for joining me. I'm David Leatherberry with Lake TV. Let's all have a great time this summer, but most of all, have a fantastic weekend at the lake.